I'm going to tell you about the 8 signs that God shows before making someone wealthy, before wealth arrives. God always gives his servants these 8 signs. Without exception, that strange sense of relief that suddenly fills your heart for no reason, or that symbol you saw in your dream last night. According to Ibn Arabi, these are not coincidences. They are the footsteps of approaching abundance, the sound of the wealth gate about to open. If you're ready, let's read the hidden signs in your destiny. Most of us think wealth is simply the result of hard work or luck, but Ibn Arabi, one of the greatest masters of Islamic mysticism, defines wealth not just as money. He describes it as a state change, an opening, a spiritual breakthrough. He says, when God wants to give a blessing to his servant, he first expands their vessel, their heart, because an ocean cannot fit into a narrow container. The difficulties you're experiencing right now, the tightness, the questions of why isn't it happening, perhaps these are the final preparations before that great blessing arrives. Before God makes his servant wealthy, he sends certain glad tidings through spiritual, psychological, and dream-based signs. The one who knows how to read these signs can smell spring in the middle of winter and transform their patience into gratitude. So what are these signs? Is one or more of them present in your life right now? Listen carefully, because the 3rd and 7th signs are that strange state many people watching this are experiencing without even realizing it. The first sign, intense constrictions. You were expecting relief as a sign of wealth, weren't you? But Ibn Arabi's secret is hidden right here. He says, the darkest moment of the night is the closest moment to dawn. If everything in your life is piling up at once, if material doors are closing in your face one by one, if every branch you reach for is drying up, don't be afraid. This is what mystics call the state of constriction. The bow must be pulled back for the arrow to fly forward. Before God gives you great wealth, he disciplines you with scarcity. Why? So that when abundance arrives, you won't become arrogant and lose your way. This intense pressure is the building force behind the dam of blessings about to burst. Think of it this way. The tighter the spring is compressed, the higher it will jump when released. Your current difficulties are not punishment. They are preparation. The second sign, unexplained inner peace. While storms rage outside, while you don't have a penny in your pocket, does a sudden, indescribable feeling of peace and trust come into your heart, as if a voice is saying, don't be afraid, your Lord sees you. Ibn Arabi calls this divine tranquility. This is the manifestation of God's name, the enricher descending into your spirit before it manifests in matter. Your provision has set out on its journey. Its shadow has fallen upon your heart. This unexplained feeling of security is the greatest herald of the material safety coming soon. When you feel this peace without any logical reason, pay attention. It's not delusion. It's not wishful thinking. It's a spiritual signal that something is shifting in your favor. The third sign, truthful dreams and symbols. Arabi says that dreams are a portion of prophecy. The dreams seen before wealth are not ordinary. Pay special attention to these symbols. If you see clear, abundantly flowing water in your dream, this represents pure provision. If you see yourself drinking milk, this represents knowledge and lawful wealth. If you see yourself receiving a new key or opening a locked door, rejoice. Your soul has glimpsed your provision written in the divine records and is giving you the news. These dreams leave a sense of relief in your heart when you wake up in the morning. They feel different from regular dreams, more vivid, more real, more significant. Keep a dream journal. Write down what you see. The patterns will begin to reveal themselves. The fourth sign, your circle changes. This is a very subtle detail that most people miss. When God is about to make you wealthy, he removes from your life the people who pull you down, those with narrow vision, those who constantly complain, those who drain your energy, sometimes through unexplained arguments, sometimes through gradual coldness. Those people distance themselves from you. Why? Because you cannot put old bricks in a new building. If God is going to give you a new status, he will also furnish your surroundings with people suitable for that status. People who will bring you closer to God or elevate you in your work. If your friends have been changing lately, if higher quality people are entering your life, this is a sign that your destiny is leveling up. Don't mourn the people who leave. They are making room for who is coming. The fifth sign, a desire to give even though your pocket is empty. Do you feel a strange urge from within to give, to share, to be generous? Ibn Arabi says, giving is the key to receiving. When God wants to flow abundance through a servant like a river, He first opens their tap. Your giving is the guarantee of what God will give you. Becoming generous while poor is the footstep of wealth approaching. This seems counterintuitive. When you have little, shouldn't you hold on tight? But the spiritual law works differently. The hand that gives is the hand that receives. The heart that shares is the heart that expands. When you feel this urge to give despite having little, don't ignore it. Act on it. Even small acts of generosity set the wheels of abundance in motion. The sixth sign: divine names on your tongue in recent days. Is there a divine name that keeps coming to your tongue, that you repeat without even intending to? Do you find yourself saying, "O opener," or "O bestower," or "O enricher," without planning to? This shows that your soul has connected to the energy of that name. Whichever divine name has settled on your tongue, the door will open from there. Don't abandon these remembrances. They are not random. Your soul knows something your mind hasn't figured out yet. The names that spontaneously appear on your lips are keys. Keep using them. Keep repeating them. The lock they're meant to open is already identified. The seventh sign: deepening in worship before wealth comes. God draws His servant closer to prostration. Do you know why? Because worldly blessings are heavy. They can intoxicate a person. They can make someone forget their source. They can corrupt the heart. God doesn't want to lose His beloved servant to wealth. So before sending material abundance, He first strengthens their spiritual roots. If your prayers have become more focused, if your supplications have become more tearful, if you feel drawn to worship in ways you didn't before, don't be afraid. This means the wealth coming to you will not separate you from God. This is actually a protection. God is making sure that when abundance arrives, it will be a blessing and not a test you fail. The eighth sign: a chain of meaningful coincidences. An offer coming for a job you were just thinking about. A person you were thinking of suddenly calling you. The information you needed falling right in front of you. Ibn Arabi describes this as the invisible world descending to earth. The universe has started speaking with you. These meaningful coincidences are the most concrete proof that the wheels of destiny are turning in your favor. When you start noticing these things, pay attention. Write them down. They are not random. They are signs that the invisible realm is arranging things for you. The more you notice them, the more they seem to multiply. This is because awareness itself opens doors, that the treasure beneath the wall. To understand this deeply, let me share an ancient story that Ibn Arabi often referenced. Once, a poor seeker was overwhelmed by financial hardship. He went to a wise master and explained his situation. "Master," he said, "I'm waiting for a sign, but I see no dreams and no doors are opening." The wise man pointed to a crumbling wall and said, "Remember the story of Moses and the mysterious guide in the Quran. There was a wall about to collapse, and beneath it was a treasure belonging to 2 orphan children. The guide repaired the wall instead of revealing the treasure. Why? The seeker thought. I don't know. The wise man smiled. Because those children were not yet old enough or strong enough to manage that treasure. If it had been given early, that wealth would have destroyed them. The treasure was there, waiting. Only its time had not come. Dear friend, your provision is also ready beneath that wall. God is the provider. There is no scarcity in His treasury. If there is delay, it is not from stinginess, God forbid. It is because He is waiting for you to reach the maturity to carry that weight. Follow the signs. The wall is about to be repaired. Understanding the timing, this is perhaps the hardest part. We want abundance now. We want signs to translate into immediate results. But divine timing is perfect. It is never early. It is never late. It is exactly when it should be. Ibn Arabi teaches that the period of waiting is not empty. It is filled with preparation. Every day of patience is adding to your capacity. Every moment of trust is expanding your vessel. The person you are becoming through this waiting is the person who can handle what's coming. If the treasure came too soon, it might crush you, or corrupt you, or slip through your fingers because you didn't have the wisdom to hold it. The delay is mercy disguised as difficulty. What to do now if you are experiencing one or several of these 8 signs? Know that the messenger of good news is at your door. Don't fall into despair saying the darkness is increased. What did we say? Darkness is the herald of dawn. Continue your worship. Maintain your prayers. Keep giving even when you have little. Stay connected to the divine names that appear on your tongue. And most importantly, trust. Trust that the one who created you knows exactly what you need and exactly when you need it. Your provision is written. Your abundance is decreed. The only question is the timing, and that is in hands far wiser than ours. The signs are speaking. Look at your life right now. Really look. It is their constriction that feels almost unbearable. This could be the first sign, that is their peace in your heart that doesn't match your circumstances. This could be the second sign. Have your dreams become more vivid, more symbolic, more memorable? This could be the third sign. Are people leaving your life, making room for new connections? This could be the fourth sign. Do you feel an urge to give, even when you have little? This could be the fifth sign. Are divine names spontaneously appearing on your lips? This could be the sixth sign. Is your worship deepening, becoming more heartfelt? This could be the seventh sign. Are meaningful coincidences multiplying around you? This could be the eighth sign. If even one of these is present, something is happening. If several are present, something significant is unfolding. The universe doesn't speak randomly. God doesn't send signs without purpose. Pay attention. Stay awake. Keep faith. The wall is being repaired, and the treasure beneath it has your name on it. A final word on faith and patience. Ibn Arabi spent his entire life studying the relationship between the seen and unseen worlds. He understood something that most people miss. The material world is just the surface. Beneath it runs a deeper reality where everything is connected, where provision is already written, where your abundance already exists in a realm beyond time. When you see these signs, you are not imagining things. You are glimpsing the deeper reality, breaking through into your everyday experience. But here is the crucial point. Recognizing the signs is not enough. You must also maintain your state. What does this mean? It means continuing to trust even when the signs seem to fade. It means maintaining your worship even when motivation is low. It means staying generous even when fear tells you to hold back. It means keeping faith even when logic says to doubt. The period between seeing signs and receiving the manifestation is a test. Many people see signs but then lose patience. They give up 3 steps before the finish line. They abandon their post right before the door opens. Don't be one of them. Ibn Arabi warns that the ego loves to create doubt. It will whisper, "You imagined those signs. Nothing is coming." Give up hope. These whispers are not truth. They are the final resistance before breakthrough. When the whispers come, return to your practices. Return to your prayers. Return to your trust. Return to your remembrance of the divine names. The provision that is written for you cannot be taken by another. It cannot be lost. It cannot be delayed beyond its appointed time. It will find you wherever you are. Your only job is to remain in a state worthy of receiving it. The transformation that comes with wealth. Ibn Arabi also teaches something important about what happens after wealth arrives. True wealth, he says, is not just an increase in money. It is a transformation of the entire being. The person who receives divine provision is not the same as the person who is waiting for it. This is why the preparation period matters. This is why the signs come before the manifestation. You are not just waiting for money. You are being shaped into someone who can handle abundance without being destroyed by it. Think of all the stories you've heard of people who received sudden wealth and lost everything, who won lotteries and ended up worse than before, who inherited fortunes and destroyed their families. This happens when provision comes to someone who wasn't prepared, someone whose vessel was too narrow, someone whose spiritual roots were too shallow. God, in His mercy, is not sending you wealth to destroy you. He is preparing you first, expanding you, deepening you, strengthening you. By the time the treasure is revealed, you will be ready for it. Signs for today, hope for tomorrow as you go about your day. Carry this knowledge with you when difficulty comes. Ask, is this constriction the sign of coming expansion? When peace fills your heart unexpectedly, recognize it. Is this the shadow of provision that is already set out toward me? When dreams visit you with water, milk, or keys, remember, is my soul showing me what is written in my destiny? When relationships shift and change, consider, is God clearing space for something new? When you feel the urge to give, act on it. Is this the opening of my tap before the river flows? When divine names appear on your tongue, repeat them. Is this the key being placed in my hand? When worship deepens, embrace it. Is this my roots being strengthened before the storm of abundance? When coincidences multiply, notice them. Is the universe speaking directly to me? These questions will keep you awake, keep you aware, keep you connected to the deeper reality unfolding beneath the surface of your life. Ibn Arabi dedicated his life to mapping this hidden world. His teachings have guided countless souls through periods of difficulty, into periods of abundance. Now these teachings have reached you, not by accident, not by chance, but by divine arrangement. The very fact that you are hearing these words is itself a sign. Something is stirring, something is shifting, something is preparing to break through. Keep your eyes open, keep your heart ready, keep your faith strong. The signs are all around you, and the wealth they announce is closer than you think.